Hello students, today we are going to start with the chapter 3, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. In this chapter we are going to learn about the synthetic fibers, their types, their properties and the uses, and plastic, their types, their properties and the uses, and environmental effect of plastics. So these are the three topics which we are going to do in this chapter. Okay, we shall start with our chapter. See, look at the pictures. Three pictures are given below. Now identify the seasons which is being shown in the figure. The first one is summer, the second one rainy, and the third one is winter. Okay, so in this figure the first one was summer, rainy and winter. See the dresses worn by the kids, they are different. Okay, so we are going to learn about the fibers, synthetic fibers. In the previous grade you have learned about the natural fibers. Natural fibers, the fibers which are obtained from the nature, that is either from the plants or from the animals. But in this chapter we are going to learn about the synthetic fiber. The word synthetic fiber indicates that they are man-made fibers. Fibers are man-made fibers. If they are made by man, it means they are obtained by the chemical process. Okay, so we are going to go with the synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are obtained by the chemical process. I have told you the word synthetic fibers means man-made fibers. So human beings, they make through chemical process. So synthetic fibers are obtained through the chemical process. As they are made by human, synthetic fibers are also called as man-made fibers. So synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. Before synthetic fibers were made, fibers were obtained from plant and animal source which are known as natural fibers. Okay, before the discovery of the synthetic fibers, we use the natural fibers. The natural fibers are obtained from plants and animal sources. So those natural fibers are obtained from the cellulose. They are obtained from a substance called as cellulose, which comes from the plant called as cellulose fibers. These cellulose are present in the plants, so they are called as cellulose fibers. So natural fibers can also be called as cellulose fibers, which are obtained from the plant. Okay, Sir Joseph Swan invented the first synthetic fiber in 1880. So he was the first person to invent the synthetic fibers in 1880. Who was he? Sir Joseph Swan. The fiber was made from a cellulose liquid by chemically modifying the fiber contained in the tree bark. Okay, this fiber was made from, it is also made from a cellulose liquid, but by chemically modifying, as synthetic fibers are obtained by the chemical process, so this it is chemically modified. The fiber contained in the tree bark. Okay, this fiber, the cellulose which are present in the tree bark, is chemically modified and they are called as synthetic fibers. It was discovered by Sir Joseph Swan in the year 1880. Okay, what are synthetic fibers made up of? Okay, our next question is, what are synthetic fibers made up of? We are saying that they are man-made fibers and they are obtained by the chemical process. So how it is made up of? A synthetic fiber is a long chain of small units which are joined together to form a fiber. Okay, it contains long chain of small units like this. It is in the shape, the units are in the shape of hexagon. These hexagons are joined together to form a long chain which is called as polymer. Okay, in this way. Okay, a synthetic fiber is made up of long chain of small units which are joined together to form a fiber. This long chain is of a similar kind of small units is called as polymer. They are called as polymer. This is called as polymer. Okay, the name polymer is derived from the Greek word poly. Okay, divide the word polymer into two. Polymer. Poly means many and mer means small unit or part. Poly, meaning of poly is many and mer meaning a part or a unit. Each small unit of polymer is a chemical substance called as monomer. So this is monomer. This hexagon which I am showing is called as monomer. This is monomer. Okay. Each small unit of polymer is a chemical substance and it is called as monomer. A polymer is made up of many repeating units of monomer. So a polymer, this is a long chain of similar kind of small units. So it is made up of, this polymer is made up of the combination of many monomers. Okay. A polymer is made up of many repeating units of monomer. The process in which small monomers link together to form a long chain is called as polymerization. What is polymerization? Polymerization is the process in which small monomers are linked to form a long chain. When these monomers are joined together to form long chain, this process is called as polymerization. Okay. So the structure of polymer may be linear or cross-linked. See, the structure of polymer, this polymer can be linear. Linear means straight chain, or they can link cross. They can be attached in the cross. This can be attached on the top and bottom. Okay. The structure of a polymer may be linear or cross-linked. They are in the hexagon shape. Okay. Now, types of synthetic fibers. What are the types of synthetic fibers? The first type we are going to learn is nylon. Nylon was the first synthetic fiber to be made. It was produced in 1930 from coal, water and air by the scientist called DuPont Company. Nylon derives its name from the cities of New York and London. So nylon has been given the name as from the cities of New York. NY means New York and means London. Okay, where it was first marketed. The monomer used to make nylon is called as amide. So the monomer used to make nylon is amide. This monomer was called as amides. Okay, the monomer which is used to make nylons are amides. Properties of nylon. Properties. First property, it is more elastic than natural fibers. So first property is it is more elastic than natural fibers. It is stronger than steel wires. So nylons are stronger than steel wires. They are wrinkle resistance and wear resistance. Wear resistance means not easily damaged by the use. Okay, nylon, if you go on continuously using also, it won't get damaged. So it lasts for long time. The garment made from nylon dry quickly as it absorbs only very little water. So they dry up very easily as it absorbs very little amount of water. It is lustrous in appearance. It is not attacked by the moth and molds. Nylon fibers burn slowly. They shrink away and form the flame, forming a bead. Bead means small balls. When you burn nylon, what will happen? They shrink. They become in small size and they changes into small beads. They are thermoplastic in nature. Okay, uses of nylon. It is used in the production of textiles like saris, shirts, etc. So we are going to learn the uses, production of sari or shirts, etc. It is used for making the fishing nets, tents, parachutes and ropes. Due to its elasticity, it is used to make socks and stockings. Okay, it can be used for making socks also. So socks and stockings also contains nylon. It is due to the property of elasticity. So next, it is also used to make toothbrush bristles, the bristles of the toothbrush, combs, zip, fastener and machine parts. Okay, they are used for making this. So nylon is the first synthetic fibers. We have learned the properties and the uses of nylon. Our second synthetic fiber is rayon. Rayon is obtained from the chemical treatment of wood pulp. it resembles silk in the appearance. So rayon is like silk in appearance, texture and shine. Okay, it is also called as artificial silk, as it is look like same like silk. It is also called as artificial silk. It is prepared from the cellulose, which is broken down and then reformed. How it is prepared? It is prepared from the cellulose, okay, which is broken down and then reformed. So it is called as regenerated fiber. We can also call it as regenerated fiber or artificial silk. Rayon is cheaper than the natural silk, as it is a synthetic fiber, so they are more cheaper. And natural silk, they are obtained from the silkworm, so they are costlier. Now properties of rayon: it is stronger and a good absorbent, so its clothes preferred over the synthetic fiber in summer. So as it is strong and good absorbent, so in summers we like to wear rayon clothes. It burns at high temperature with the smell of burning paper and does not melt. Okay, it is soft, silky touch and daps well. It wrinkles easily and may stretch or shrink when washed. Okay, it gets wrinkles easily. Now uses of rayon: it is mixed with the cotton and used to make dresses, aprons and caps. It is also used in the medical field for making the gauzes, for making bandage and lints for dressing the wounds. It is used for making tire cords. It is used in the home furnishings such as bedspreads, bed sheets, blankets, curtain, tablecloths, carpets, etc. So these are the uses of rayons and properties. So rayon is also called as artificial silk, okay, as it is also known as regenerated fibers, because it is prepared from the cellulose, which is broken down and then reformed. Okay, so it is called as regenerated fiber. Next, polyester. Polyester is obtained from the petroleum. Okay, it is synthesized from the repeating units, that is monomer of chemical compounds that is chemically described as esters. Polyester, we divide the name as poly and esters. Examples of polyester fiber are terylene dacron, PET, polyethylene tetraphenolphthaleate is a very common form of polyester. Okay, PET. A mixture of polyester and cotton is called as polycot. A mixture of polyester and wool is called as polywool. And similarly, a mixture of terylene and a cotton is called as terrycot. And a mixture of terylene and wool is called as terrywool. So when we mix different kinds like polyester and when wool is mixed, it is called as polywool. When polyester and cotton is mixed, this is called terrycot. When terylene and wool is mixed, it is called terrycol. Okay, so these are the different kinds of synthetic fibers. Properties of polyester: it is light, strong, elastic and wrinkle resistance. It absorbs very little water, so the clothes dry quickly. They absorb only very less amount of water, so they dry quickly. It is quite resistant to the action of chemicals, so very less resistance to the action of chemicals. It is not attacked by the moths and molds. These fibers burn slowly, forming the beads. So when you burn these fibers, they form small beads. Uses of polyester: it is mixed with the natural fibers to make fiber like suits, jackets, shirts, trousers, saris and other dress materials. Okay, they are used to make these. PETs is used for making the bottles, utensils and films. It is used for making the lightweight sails. The water resistance, it has a water resistance property, so it make it ideal for the garments and jacket that is used for wet or drab environment. Wet means in the rainy season, or in the drab environment means very environment in which the water content is more. It is also used for making the fire hose and the conveyor belt. Okay, for conveyor belt also we can use polyester. Acrylic. It is made from a chemical substance called as acrylonitrile. To be called acrylic, the polymer must contain at least 85% of acrylonitrile monomer. So for acrylic, the monomer which at least 85% of acrylonitrile monomer, the monomer should contain acrylonitrile. It closely resembles the wool in its property. So this acrylic, it resembles with the wool. Orlon, acrylic, cashmelon are the few examples of acrylic fibers. Clothes made up of acrylic are available in variety of colors and cheaper than wool. So it can be used in the winters. Properties of acrylic: it is light, soft and warm with the wool-like feeling. Okay. It is resistance to the moth and other insects. It is also resistance to the shrinkage, wrinkleness and the action of chemicals. These fibers shrink from the flame and form the black beads and burn with the sooty flame. Okay, whenever you burn these fibers, they also form into the beads and they burn with the sooty flame. Sooty flame means giving black color flame, giving the carbon. When you burn, it will give black, it will be giving carbon along with the flame. Uses of acrylic: it is widely used for making sweaters, shawls and blanket. The last synthetic fiber is spandex. Spandex is also referred as elastane due to the unique elastic property. It is popularly known as lerca. It is called as polyurethane polyurea copolymer, invented by chemists C.L. Sandquist and Joseph Shivers in 1959. Properties: these fibers has unusual elastic property. So they have the elastic property. It is used for making the clothes that require stretch comfort. For example, swimsuit. The swimsuit, leggings, gloves, shrinky jeans and cycling shorts. So these are used, the cloths used for making them is spandex. It is also mixed with the other fiber like polyester, cotton to make stretch fibers. Okay, when they are mixed with the polyester, it becomes more stretchable. So they becomes more stretchable. So this was the different types of synthetic fibers. Next, the last topic, that is advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fiber. Very important question. Advantage: what are the advantages of synthetic fiber? They are strong and elastic. They are resistant to the moth and molds. They dry quickly and less expensive. They are wrinkle resistant. They can be dyed in a variety of colors. They are light, durable and easy to wash and maintain. Then what are the disadvantages? They do not absorb sweat like natural fibers. They should be ironed carefully, as they may get damaged at high temperature. So they must be ironed very carefully, otherwise they get damaged fastly at high temperature. They catches fire more easily than cotton or wool. They do not allow air to pass freely through them and sticks to the body of the person on sweating. Hence, they are not comfortable to wear in the hot and humid weather. So today we are going to end our session till here. Till the disadvantages of synthetic fiber. Thank you.